Hello and what is up everyone, I hope you're well. Today I'm gonna share with you another maamoul recipe that is so easy and delicious, and I'm sure that you will like it. But before we start, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and like this video. Hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video, and without further ado, let's jump into the video. First of all, I'm going to show you the ingredients that you'll need for this recipe, and this is 250 grams of all-purpose flour, and this is 250 grams of extra fine semolina. Make sure that it's extra fine semolina, not coarse semolina. This is half a cup of sugar, and this is 200 grams of ghee. You can use butter instead. This is half a teaspoon of baking powder, and this is Mahlab for flavor. This is all you need, and now I'm gonna start off with mixing the dry ingredients. And this is a pinch of salt, and this is the sugar, and then I'm gonna add the baking powder and Mahlab. I think that you can find Mahlab in Middle Eastern stores. If you can't get your hands on it, that's not a big deal. You can use rose water instead, or you can skip both. If you are using a high quality ghee or butter, you don't need to add any flavors, but I do really love Mahlab with maamoul. It really gives it a nice taste. And this is the ghee. As you can see, it's melted, it's not hot or anything. It shouldn't be hot. And I'm gonna add it to the dry ingredients gradually. And now mix with my hand. Now you should keep mixing until every single particle is covered with ghee. That's very important. And if you feel that the dough is dry, it means that it needs more ghee or butter. And now it's time to add water. This is 125 ml of water, and I'm gonna add it gradually. And I'm gonna knead the dough, and make sure you don't knead it a lot because it doesn't need a lot of kneading. If your dough is not smooth or sticks a lot after adding the water, that means that it needs more water. Now, if you can't shape or form your dough, don't freak out because you can't fix it by adding a little bit of flour to it. Your dough should be so smooth and does not stick, as you can see, and you can shape it and form it easily. It's done now. I'm just gonna cover it and put it in the fridge for 2 hours. Now I'm gonna show you two fillings. The first one is Turkish delight with pistachio. Honestly, this is my favorite filling. In the previous video I showed you two different fillings. It was dates and walnut. If you haven't watched that video, please go and check it out. It's so good. And don't worry guys, everything will be listed in the description box below, so don't worry about memorizing anything. Now I'm gonna crush pistachio in a food processor. Make sure that it's not very fine, and then I'm gonna add it to the Turkish delight. And as you can see, I mixed the Turkish delight until it's well combined and it became like a dough. And I added a little bit of butter to it, and I mixed it pretty well. Now this is the second filling. It's almonds with sugar syrup. As you can see, I crushed the almonds in a food processor and it's not very fine, as you can see. Now it's time to add the sugar syrup. You can use honey or icing sugar instead. Mix it until it's so sticky, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of butter to it. Butter is so important to make it soft and to let it stick, because I want to shape it into balls at the end. And this is the almonds, and this is the pistachio filling. And as you can see, everything is ready, even the dough. I shaped it into small balls, as you can see. Now it's time to work. And all I'm going to do is make a hole in the middle, place the filling in that hole and close it gently. Smooth it out as much as possible and then put it in your mold. Or if you don't have a mold, that's not a big deal. You can do anything, be creative, you can experiment, do anything with it, maybe with a fork or anything. But I have this cool mold, as you can see. It looks really beautiful. Now I'm gonna place it on a baking tray. And now repeat the same steps until you finish the whole amount. Now this is the maamoul on a baking tray. There's nothing underneath at all. I bake it from the top first because I want to preserve that beautiful shape that I created, and then I bake it from the bottom at 250 Celsius degrees. Keep an eye on them because maamoul doesn't stay a lot in the oven. Now this is the end result and they look absolutely beautiful and the taste was perfect. I think this recipe is so easy and it's really tasty at the same time. It's good for beginners. It's not like the one that I showed you in my previous video. It was a bit complicated, maybe hard, I don't know, but for me I prefer semolina maamoul only, although this one is really delicious. But anyways, I hope you really enjoyed this video and liked it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because that would help me a lot, and subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video, and I shall speak to you all very soon. Please stay safe and bye bye.